Nestled among the vast collection of the Voynich Rare Book and Manuscript Library at Yale University lies a peculiar artifact, the Voynich Manuscript. Named after Wilfrid Voynich, the antiquarian bookseller who acquired it in 1912, this medieval codex stands out not for its age or beautiful illustrations, but for the mystery it presents. Believed to have been created in the early 1400s and spanning approximately 240 pages, the Voynich Manuscript is filled with illustrations of unknown plants, star constellations, intricate alchemical symbols, and bathing women, alongside a written script that, despite the best efforts of linguists, codebreakers, and historians over the past century, remains undeciphered. Its origins, purpose, and the meaning of its content remain a mystery, leading some to deem it the world's most mysterious book. The manuscript's pages tell of an author with a keen interest in the natural world, perhaps hinting at an early form of scientific inquiry. Yet without the ability to understand the text, the exact intentions behind these images remain speculative. The Voynich Manuscript transcends mere curiosity. It challenges our understanding of ancient civilizations, their knowledge, and the ways of documenting the world around them. The Voynich Manuscript, with its dimensions of approximately 23.5 by 16.2 by 5 centimeters, is a relatively compact book, but it packs a wealth of enigmatic content within its bounds. Bound in a sturdy vellum cover, the manuscript consists of roughly 240 pages, although it's believed that several pages might have been lost over time. Upon opening the manuscript, one is immediately struck by its detailed illustrations, carefully rendered in vibrant hues. The parchment pages, made from calfskin, have gracefully aged to a warm, creamy tone. They're filled with a consistent yet unreadable script written from left to right with a rhythmic flow suggestive of a real language. The glyphs used in the script are intricate, looping and swirling in patterns unlike any known alphabetic system. The illustrations, arguably the most captivating aspect of the manuscript, are painted in green, blue, yellow, and red, depicting a diverse range of subjects. There are botanical drawings of plants, some of which don't correspond to any known species on Earth. Astronomical diagrams feature constellations and celestial bodies accompanied by mysterious radiating circles and what appears to be star charts. Nymphs and bathing women, some interconnected by elaborate plumbing systems, populate certain sections. There are also complex geometric shapes that suggest alchemical or medicinal processes. The book's construction implies a methodical approach. It appears to be organized into sections, each possibly dedicated to a specific theme: botanical, astronomical, balneological, cosmological, and pharmaceutical. The meticulous nature of its illustrations and the systematic layout suggest that the manuscript was a labor of love, possibly the work of a team, and definitely intended for a specific purpose. Yet, without comprehension of the text, the exact nature of that purpose remains one of the manuscript's many enigmas. Making up the majority of the manuscript, the botanical section is awash with intricate illustrations of various plants. Curiously, numerous plants depicted don't seem to correlate with any recognized species on our planet. Each illustration is often complemented by elaborate paragraphs and labels, potentially revealing insights, uses, or inherent attributes of the respective plant. The botanical drawings stand out for not just their meticulous details, but also for their imaginative representation, with some seeming more like whimsical combinations than true-to-life portrayals. The depth and precision of these drawings underscores their significance in the manuscript, perhaps hinting at their medicinal applications, cultural relevance, or symbolic meanings. The astronomical segment of the manuscript is adorned with diagrams bearing a striking resemblance to celestial maps, highlighting suns, moons, stars, and potentially planets. Intriguingly, these diagrams are often interspersed with diminutive human figures or cryptic symbols. A particularly noteworthy feature is the sequence of 12 diagrams echoing zodiacal emblems, each interwoven with 30 nymph-esque figures, possibly alluding to the days of a month. The celestial depictions present a captivating blend of familiar astrological symbols and mysterious patterns. Their intricate design and interplay with nymph-like entities suggest a profound correlation to either astrological beliefs or lunar calendars. However, the true intent and significance behind these celestial diagrams continue to be a subject of speculation and wonder. The cosmological section is replete with enigmatic circular diagrams, including fold-out pages that hint at a multi-layered representation of the universe. With designs that bear a semblance to mandalas or rosettes, they may be emblematic of spiritual cosmologies, metaphysical constructs, or even geographic mappings. The intricate nature of these illustrations fuels speculations about their significance, with theories ranging from celestial observations to meditative spiritual diagrams. The pharmaceutical segment of the manuscript showcases meticulously illustrated plant components, ranging from roots and seeds to leaves and fruit. Paired with illustrations of assorted vessels and containers, the depictions evoke a manual dedicated to the art of alchemy or the preparation of herbal remedies. The detailed nature of these drawings underscores their potential application, hinting at a profound understanding of medicinal or alchemical practices. A distinct section of the manuscript presents illustrations teeming with small female figures, predominantly unclothed, immersed in a network of interlinked pools or water basins. The illustrations hint at possible ritualistic or therapeutic water ceremonies. This section of the Voynich Manuscript stands apart in its uniqueness. The depicted scenes of women engaged in communal interactions amidst elaborate water systems spark intrigue and speculation. The interpretation of these visuals vary, with theories oscillating between spiritual water rites, fertility ceremonies, to early medicinal bath practices. The manuscript concludes with pages that seem to list recipes. This section contains shorter paragraphs, each marked with a star in the left margin, possibly indicating separate entries or instructions. The intricacy and profound detail evident in the Voynich manuscript's illustrations and text are a testament to its allure. It gives the impression of a vast reservoir of knowledge. However, with the language and script remaining undeciphered, its true essence eludes comprehension. Soon after its rediscovery in 1912 by Wilfrid Voynich, experts speculated about the manuscript's origins and contents. Voynich himself believed it to be the work of 13th century Franciscan friar and scientist Roger Bacon. However, this theory was later dismissed with carbon dating techniques. At the heart of the mystery surrounding the Voynich manuscript lies the baffling script in which it's written. Comprising over 170,000 glyphs, this language remains undeciphered, making the manuscript the most famous unsolved code in the world of cryptology. The script is written from left to right, and while some of the characters bear a vague resemblance to Latin letters or numerals, the majority are completely unique to this manuscript. The symbols are elegant and fluid, suggesting a practiced hand that wrote with ease, indicating the script was meaningful and coherent. Textual analysis of the manuscript reveals certain patterns and redundancies characteristic of natural languages. Some symbols appear more frequently, some are commonly found at the beginning or end of words, and there are even apparent prefixes and suffixes. Such patterns have led many to believe the text is not gibberish but conveys meaningful content. Despite the patterns, the language has defied conventional linguistic techniques. No one has successfully matched it to known languages, and while there's a clear structure, it's unlike anything linguists have encountered. Additionally, there are no noticeable corrections or errors in the manuscript, which is unusual for a text of its length. Given the manuscript's resistance to translation, many have theorized that it's written in code. Throughout history, various cryptographic techniques have been applied to the text, but none have yielded a conclusive decipherment. Some suggest it could be a substitution cipher, where each glyph stands for a letter in a known language, while others believe it might employ a more complex form of encryption. During and after World War II, some of the best cryptographers who had been instrumental in decoding enemy communications tried their hand at the manuscript. William Friedman, who led the U.S. Army's codebreaking unit, spent years working on it, yet even he couldn't crack its code. With the advent of computers and advanced algorithms, researchers have employed statistical methods to analyze the text. These techniques, which have been useful in decoding other ancient scripts, look for patterns that might reveal the manuscript's underlying language or cipher. Yet the Voynich text remains resistant to even these sophisticated methods. Due to the inability to decode the language, some skeptics propose that the manuscript is a sophisticated hoax or a deliberately constructed nonsense script. They argue that the manuscript was created as a form of medieval gibberish meant to intrigue and perplex, or even to swindle buyers with a seemingly profound but ultimately meaningless text. Though largely viewed with skepticism, there is a fringe theory that posits an extraterrestrial origin for the manuscript. Proponents of this idea point to the otherworldly nature of the illustrations and the inexplicable script. Another hypothesis is that the manuscript was written in a now lost or obscure language using an equally rare script. This would make it a unique relic of a forgotten civilization or cultural group. It's also possible that the manuscript was written in a deeply personal code or shorthand by its author. This could be a mnemonic device or a method of keeping the information private, known only to the writer or a select few. Recognizing the complexity of the challenge, many have called for a more collaborative approach. Digitized versions of the manuscript are now available online, enabling enthusiasts worldwide to join in the decoding efforts. Online forums and communities have sprung up where ideas, theories, and findings are regularly shared and debated. The mystery of the Voynich manuscript's language has captured the imagination of codebreakers, linguists, and enthusiasts for over a century. Its tantalizing combination of logical structure and inscrutability challenges the notion of what language is, and it underscores the profound human desire to seek meaning even in the face of the inexplicable. The enigmatic nature of the Voynich manuscript has led to widespread speculation and numerous theories about its origins. Given the extensive botanical and astronomical illustrations, some believe the manuscript could be an alchemical text. Alchemists often use cryptic symbolism and language to guard their secrets, which might explain the manuscript's unreadable script. The intricate botanical drawings have led others to theorize that the manuscript is a medieval herbal manual. This theory is supported by the presence of diagrams resembling known herbs, albeit with imaginative variations. Carbon dating has placed the manuscript's creation in the early 15th century, which provides some context for its possible origins. However, until its code is cracked or more definitive evidence surfaces, the true beginnings of the Voynich manuscript will remain one of the world's most tantalizing mysteries. Over the past few years, the Voynich manuscript has seen a renewed interest from scholars, cryptographers, and enthusiasts, leading to some intriguing developments in our understanding of this enigmatic text. With advancements in technology, researchers have turned to artificial intelligence or AI for help. In one study, AI algorithms suggested that the text might be written in Hebrew, but in a scrambled or coded sequence. However, subsequent translation attempts from this angle have not yielded any meaningful results. Modern botanists and historians have attempted to match the manuscript's plant illustrations with known species. While some claim to have identified specific plants native to regions like Central America, these identifications are often speculative and not universally accepted. Recently, a researcher claimed to have decoded certain sections of the manuscript using a combination of medieval medical texts and speculative linguistic rules. He proposed that the manuscript was a medical reference written in a kind of proto-Romance language. While this claim made headlines, many experts remain skeptical, and consensus about the decoding is yet to be achieved. The Voynich manuscript, with its intricate illustrations, undecipherable language, and elusive origins, remains one of the most captivating mysteries in the realm of historical texts. Despite concerted efforts spanning over a century, it's resisted all attempts at decryption. Each theory, from it being an elaborate hoax to an invaluable guide to unknown knowledge, only adds to the manifold enigma surrounding it. Its allure isn't just about deciphering the text or understanding the illustrations, but it lies in the deeper human yearning to solve the seemingly unsolvable. The manuscript stands as a testament to the limits and possibilities of human understanding, continually challenging our assumptions and methods. As technology advances and collaborative efforts expand, perhaps the day will come when the Voynich manuscript yields its secrets. Until then, it will continue to fascinate, puzzle, and inspire scholars, cryptographers, and mystery enthusiasts worldwide.